Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Cassie's Ratchet Salon. This is my lovely Peter.
Hello.
I'm going to be chopping his fur while he finds some stories for us to read and become judges upon. So, are you ready to get caped up like Batman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you're ready to become caped like Batman?
Do the voice! Yeah, but... No, I can't do it right now.
Do the voice. Say, I'm Batman.
I think I'm funny, but I'm not funny. Sick. How long do you want your hair? At the bottom.
So just like
Do you want it like your normal cut?
No, I don't want that short.
You don't want it that short,
No,
just a little bit longer than normal?
Yeah, just a bit longer than normal because it's getting colder outside.
Okay, so I'm gonna get started at the front. That way I can match everything up first.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm looking for...
I'm gonna get Ellie fan.
some stories.
You find a story. Well, I get the elephant.
I shouldn't have looked up stories on Reddit. It just ended up being...
Ended up being what?
not okay.
Is it scary?
No, it was more...
Is it terrifying you? This is Ellie, the elephant sprayer. She's going to be Peter's hair buddy today. This is why it's... I know it's cold. At least I'm keeping it out of your eyeballs.
Yes.
What, do you expect me to use warm water? I feel like you're sitting there thinking, kind of.
Yeah. At least normal room temperature.
That is normal room temperature.
Nah, that came out of the cold room.
That is room temperature.
I'm manspreading too much. The smock isn't going over my legs.
It's okay, you're allowed to manspread.
Yeah. Am I?
Yes.
Alright. So I have Am I the Cornhole? I hate these. Alright, Am I the Cornhole for banning my sister-in-law from babysitting after she put breast milk in my child's ears?
Right off the bat, I'm gonna go with no.
1 second.
Does it really say that?
Yep. I have a 7-year-old daughter, Rose. Rose is prone to ear infections. Same, I used to be as well.
Yeah, so was I, but nobody put milk in my ears.
Specifically breast milk. She had a double ear infection recently and couldn't go to school on Friday because she had a low-grade fever. I had to go to work and couldn't get a babysitter, so my sister-in-law offered to keep her for me. Everything seemed to go well until I picked up Rose up and my sister-in-law told me she had put breast milk. She has a 12-week-old. Okay, so she's...
Lactating.
Yeah, and Rose's ears to help with the ear infection. She even offered to send some home in a dropper bottle so I can keep giving it to her. She claims it's a great remedy and that Rose was already starting to feel better. I couldn't believe that she did this to my child without asking. I yelled at her for it. We argued and I told her she will no longer be able to babysit / be around Rose unsupervised. Now Rose is upset that she can't go to her auntie's house anymore, and my brother called me to say that I upset his wife. She was just trying to help and I overreacted. This is a woman putting her bodily fluids in my child's ear. I think I have the right to be upset. It seems that everyone is against me on this, so I want to know, am I the cornhole for banning her from babysitting or being near Rose unsupervised?
No.
Like, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put breast milk. My breast milk.
Is that still going?
Yeah, it should be. I'm just gonna put my breast milk from my body in your child's ear. Totally. Yeah, sure.
Okay, I never heard of that as, like, a remedy for that ever. Normally you just go and get a form of, like, eardrop antibiotics from the pharmacist.
Typically. But apparently people on Reddit are atypical type people. They're not normal humans.
Oh, that's true. I like going on Reddit.
I like going on Reddit too, specifically so that I can
Read this crazy shit.
Yes, the non-human behavior that I am.
Yeah, they're just NPCs. Jesus fucking Christ. Reddit is wild. Any other posts where a family member babysitter gives a baby Tylenol without permission and those people are a-holes. But according to Reddit, you overreacted because it's breast milk this time. Not the cornhole. Babies shouldn't give any medicine or home remedies without permission, no matter how normal and fine people apparently think it is. Okay, but I want to see, is this actually, like...
Is that real? Like, is that a real thing? Because that's...
So it's
Okay, who thinks, okay, my sister's baby has a ear infection. I'm gonna put milk from my judges in their ear.
I'm just trying to... It's apparently the people who research it is, like, it's mostly homeopathic stuff. Like, websites that they find.
Yeah.
Yeah, also, it's not even that what she did, it's also the fact that she didn't ask you to do some form of remedy. Like,
ask the parent for permission at the very least.
Say, hey, can I squeeze my Tata juice into your child's ear?
Like, yeah, sure, no, you may not. That would be my exact response, just no, you may not.
Oh, jeez. Let's find another one, okay.
Like, sometimes I'm actually afraid for...
some children nowadays.
Yeah, well, because their parents be nutty.
It's like, I saw this on a Facebook video. I didn't look up if it's real, but I just took it at face value. Time for me to juice some... juice some titty milk in some ears. Okay, I got another one. Am I the asshole? Cornhole.
Am I the cornhole?
For telling my son that his stepsister invaded his privacy. I have an 18-year-old son and a 16-year-old stepdaughter. They are civil with each other, but have their own lives. It is just how our family is, especially since my husband and I got married when my son was 14 and his daughter was 12. I'm not too strict with my son. I don't know what he does with his friends, and I'm not too involved in his personal relationships. We are still just as close as any other mother and child.
Doesn't sound like it.
Anyways, a couple of days ago, my stepdaughter sent me a series of photos of my son. I believe he may have posted them on his private social media accounts, and it was images of him at parties, smoking, drinking, and doing things with both genders. Nosh. I immediately told my stepdaughter that what she did was unnecessary and inappropriate. She replied with, "Sorry, just thought you should know." I told her that unless he's in danger or hurting himself or other people, I'd rather not know what my 18-year-old son does in his free time.
Yeah. Yeah?
Now I did not want them to fight, so I didn't say anything, especially since my stepdaughter apologized once again. But yesterday, I was with my husband, and he was showing me a video on his phone when his daughter sending him a bunch of messages. He opened them in front of me, and it was the same exact pictures of my son that she sent me days before. But this time she said, "So I sent these to stepmom, but she thinks this is okay behavior. Do you agree?" My husband didn't really know how to react and told her that it really wasn't up to their wasn't any of their business what he does, and she just sent a bunch of eye roll emojis. Sounds like she's just trying to get him in trouble.
It does, honestly.
My son came home a while later, and I decided to tell him that his sister was sending us pictures of him. He seemed confused and asked to see, so I showed him the messages. He was extremely embarrassed and upset and went to his room.
I can imagine.
I then heard him on the phone yelling at somebody. My stepdaughter came home an hour later and started yelling at me for snitching on her. I told her that she was invading his privacy, and he has the right to know. I gave her the benefit of the doubt the first time, but then she sent the pictures to her father. She said that I just ruined half her friendships, and my son and a lot of his friends blocked her on social media.
Gee, I wonder why.
Really, she's a narc. She says that she had good intentions, bullshit, and wanted me to know what he was up to just in case, but I just had to assume the worst. My husband agrees that my son should know, but he thinks we could have given him a vague idea instead of showing the pictures and actually telling him. Am I the cornhole?
No. Yes.
No.
No, you're not. Your daughter is.
Yeah, edit. Him posting those pictures on social media was just my assumption. Some look very clearly posted by him on his private social media accounts, but some were blurry enough for me to question it. My son is too embarrassed to even look at me right now, so I cannot confirm. I'm trying and have reassured him, but he's locked himself in his room, so I'm giving him some time before trying again. Also, I clearly state that I have no interest in his personal relationships. I know he doesn't hang out with weird or dangerous people, and that is all I need to know. I did not say that I have no interest in his life at all. That is an extremely unfair assumption.
She obviously has interest in her son's life. She just
letting him be independent.
Letting him have his privacy.
Yeah, he's 18 years old. He's legally an adult.
Just let the boy do as he pleases.
Alright, let's go look at the first comment. LMAO. What? She literally stalked him and took photos of him to send to you, get him in trouble, and she's calling you a snitch? You're the effing parent. She has no sense, not the cornhole. Maybe a grounding is in order. I don't know, but damn, what's her deal? She should be
She should be in some sort of institution.
Yeah.
She's literally stalking her stepbrother. Like, what is the point of going around with your stepbrother of all people, taking a bunch of pictures of him, sending them to your parents, step-parents, just so that... Why are you trying so hard?
Yeah, and like, these are fairly normal, actions for like an 18-year-old, going out, doing some partying. It's pretty normal. And why are you trying to hate on the sexuality too?
Really?
It's like are you trying to like get him in trouble for being bi?
Like, what is the end goal here?
Yeah, really, what is the end goal? Just like to get him in trouble so you're the favorite kid?
It sounds like it.
Yeah, but...
honestly, it sounds like it.
Yeah, like...
Like, the end goal is...
Yeah, she snitched, and she's like Randall from Recess.
Yeah, but at least Randall had a reason.
Yeah, and like, even the fact that she...
At least Prickly rewarded Randall for it. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry.
Yeah, but... If I was the father, or just in general, the parents of the son, I would just be like, okay, you're good, bud. It's okay. I don't, your sexuality is the only thing. I just want you to be safe. That's all I really care about is you being safe while doing this stuff.
Exactly.
I'd rather not, have to get a call. I get a call in 3 a.m. and I have to go to the police station. That's not something I want. But if you're just hanging out with some friends around a campfire, having a couple drinks, hanging out, minding your own business.
Doing your thing,
yeah, like...
You're just being a normal teenager.
And I think, also for, like, the alcohol thing, we have a bit of a different viewpoint because we're Canadian, where there's some provinces that have the, 18 as the legal drinking age and the rest of it being 19.
Yeah.
So, it's just a year off from him being legally being able to drink. So, like, I guess it depends where... if this is based, I'm assuming it's the U.S., they don't specify. But again, it's pretty normal behavior for teenagers.
Yeah. Hell, I was 15, 16, and I shouldn't admit to this, but I was 15, 16, hanging out in the train trails getting crunk.
Getting crunk.
So,
Yeah. Well, it was the same at my high school.
like, when we were kids, we had, like, bush parties and stuff. There was no...
Yeah, see, I didn't go to parties really until I was like 15, 16.
Oh, no, it's not a real party. It's a bush party. It's just a bunch of kids in the woods acting like yahoos.
Yeah.
Do a little bit of...
Yeah, but definitely you're not the cornhole. Your stepdaughter is. She's a narc. Send her to prison.
Throw the whole daughter out.
Yeah, throw the whole daughter out.
Let's throw the whole thing out.
What's with the freaking titty milk things on here?
The titty milk thing.
Yeah, there's one that's called I am the asshole for throwing a breastfeeding party and not excluding formula.
What?
I'm getting that out of here.
Okay, now I want to read it.
Fuck's sakes, okay.
Do it. Do it. I want to see how.
What's with the people on Reddit with breast milk? I don't like it. Hi, all.
They're weird.
I'm not sure if the title makes sense. I don't want to. Basically, 6 months ago, 9 of us had babies in the same week. It's insane. You guys having a party? We were all pretty close through our pregnancies, and all 9 babies are buddies. My daughter literally shares a birthday with 2 cousins.
Sounds like a special kind of party.
7 of the 9 of us decided to try breastfeeding. Some found it easier than others, and I was pretty lucky. 4 of us... What's EBF?
EBF? Where is it? 4 of us.
Something breastfeeding? Was it the E?
I don't know.
Well, anyways, and 3 combo feed. As the babies turn 6 months old, I joke about celebrating because it's been hard as hell. My sister was really into the idea. I planned it as the designated planner and also the one with the most free time, and so it was said. My sister made a few comments about it being such a needed reward, how breastfeeding is so hard, but also made a point of saying how adding formula is just so easy.
What?
To be honest, she's kind of on the outside of the group, so I just thought it was her being insecure. Everyone was invited. One formula feeding friend declined. We had the party. It was good. More of a get-together than a party. It was fun. Towards the end, my sister was in a bad mood. I asked her what was wrong. She got a little butthurt and asked why I invited my formula feeding friends and the 3 combo feeding friends. I explained that they are my friends and we are all talking about the same struggles in parenting. And all bar one breastfeed, and I wasn't going to exclude one friend. Yeah. She told me I was being pedantic, and it's not as hard for other people, and this was just supposed to be for us. She left in a bad mood, and I told the rest of our party what happened, all of which agreed she was being over dramatic, and that the situation isn't that serious.
Throw the whole sister out.
Then we told our formula-fed friend, who wasn't present, who doesn't really like my sister at all, but agreed with her. It was a bit of a shock. She said that my sister was right, and I probably made her feel pushed out and uncomfortable, unable to express her real feelings with them. I'm not sure. I feel like I would have done wrong regardless of how I did it, but I'm not sure whose way would have been more cornhole-ish. Okay, you're celebrating. It's not just about celebrating like the fact that you've got through breastfeeding. It's the fact that you got through pregnancy, and that you're celebrating with your friends that all had pregnancies at the similar time, and just celebrating together and just being happy that you're getting through it.
Yeah.
It wasn't strict like when you first said the title may have seemed like it was a breastfeeding party, but no, in the actual text, it just said it's just a party for my friends, that are were pregnant around the same time and will have their kids around the same time, just for us to kind of just hang out.
Yeah.
And just celebrate.
Handsome.
Their, yeah. I don't think this is a whole situation, or so. Instead, I'll say everybody ESH?
Everyone sucks here.
Oh, okay. But more like everyone is being weird here. Yeah. Truly, I think it's bizarre that you had a party centered around how you feed your baby rather than a, hey, we all made 6 months, well done, us kind of party. Breastfeeding is difficult, but so is wanting to breastfeed and having to formula feed. Yeah. Or having to do a combo. And I think centering the party on how you feed your child was always going to make someone feel left out. Does this... What is that?
Well, I mean, okay, that much I can see and I can understand why, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, because I don't really think anybody's actually the asshole here. They're just being moms.
Their hormones are going all over the place.
Well, yeah, they just had babies. They're all 6 months out and finished breastfeeding and they don't know how to act.
Yeah. And, like, for the sister, how do you feel when... You know, how would you feel if you, like, some other people just weren't able to breastfeed?
Yeah.
Would you still want to, you know, would you still want to be excluded?
Like, would you still feel the same way about
Yeah,
it?
really. Okay.
I don't know. Throw the whole sister out. Throw the whole sister out. Let's just be honest here. If somebody actually, like, got mad at me about the type of people who I invited to my party, I would just tell them to leave if they don't like my friends.
It's just like, we're all here to celebrate
Being parents.
being parents, yeah.
Like, there's no reason for anyone to be uppity. We're all just trying to be moms. Just let us all be moms. Like, I don't know. This just seems not okay. Because for one, you're like throwing a weird type of how we feed our baby bash. Everyone's strange. It's not even everyone's the asshole. Everyone's strange.
This one sounds fun. Am I the cornhole for refusing to visit my parents in prison? For context,
This is depending.
I fell out with them several years ago. My sister was facing homelessness and asked me if she could live with me. I was about to say yes when she said I would have to rehome my dog because she is allergic, so I told her no. She later tried to get rid of him by feeding him raisins. Fuck. Fortunately, the vet was able to save him. He lived on
Raisins?
for another 2 years before passing at the age of 14.
Are raisins bad for dogs?
I believe so, yes.
I didn't know that.
I cut my sister out of my life, and when our parents protested this, saying I should have gone rid of my dog, I also cut contact with them. Dogs are where it's at. Yes. I haven't talked to them since until my aunt told me that 2 of them were arrested. They ended up getting convicted and sentenced to 10 years each of fraud. Don't mess with the IRS.
As a dog owner, if anybody fucks with my dog, I'm gonna go to prison.
My aunt asked if I could visit them, telling me they missed me. When I said no, she didn't get angry or yell at me or anything like that, but she looked really disappointed though, saying that after they raised me, they deserve some sympathy or at least proper closure. Well, it's their fault. They committed fraud. You never mess with the IRS.
That is true.
That's how they got Capone. And Wesley Snipes. Also, the first comment is completely unrelated, but what type of psycho villain tries to kill someone's dog by making them OD on raisins?
Really, though?
Yeah, fucking psycho. Oh my lord.
This literally takes some type of... Who is this Joker-esque villain?
No, even the Joker wouldn't kill dogs. He still has... Like, sure, he'd kill everyone in Gotham, but he wouldn't kill the dogs.
No.
And, family isn't just blood. Family is who takes care of you, who cares about you.
Your dog takes care of you and cares about you more than your sister does, so...
Well, yeah, your dog's not trying to kill your sister. Your sister is trying to kill the dog.
Exactly.
Probably would have been okay if the dog tried to kill the sister.
Just throw the whole girl out. so handsome.
Thank you. Well, let's look at another one. Wait, I saw one that says am I the devil? A place where it's obvious OP is the asshole. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, I like that. Let's check it out.
Want to check that out?
Yes. Because I want to see how much they're trying to make themselves seem like the good guy when they're obviously the bad guy.
Oh, here we go. Here's one. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Am I the asshole for agreeing to my autistic daughter that I believe she has no feelings? I, 50 female, have a 15-year-old autistic daughter. We got into a pretty heated argument about how she should help out more, but she isn't willing to because her little sister, 12 female, would not even clean up her own messes. I have told my youngest to clean up her mess, but it is not my fault that she just would not listen. Well, it kind of is. You gotta teach her
To listen.
Yeah. I have genuinely believed that my 15-year-old has no feelings as she hasn't really demonstrated any. She is, to be honest, quite strange and never initiated or showed love to anybody as far as I know. Well, except for selfish feelings, obviously, for the reason I pointed out. I would never have told her that unprompted, but when she confronted me about that, I felt no need to lie to her. I was telling her the truth of what I think. She calls me a horrible person for it, but I think you are allowed to think whatever you want. Am I the butthole? This has to be a joke. Regardless of autism, that's a terrible thing to tell your child. Also, what do you mean it's not your fault your 12-year-old isn't listening? You're literally the parent.
It is 100% your fault that your 12-year-old isn't listening.
Info. Have you always been an incompetent and cruel parent?
Yes.
Yeah, like, also, like, depending on the severity of the autism, even, like, people with high-function autism have a very hard time expressing their emotions.
Yes. So, when you tell somebody with autism, like, I have a hard time expressing my emotions. If somebody were to tell me that they believed that I had absolutely no feelings, I would probably shut down and never share my feelings with them again.
Yeah. Like that's how you make it so you don't feel, like, you make your daughter feel like you don't love her. Or you don't see her as, like, even human, really.
I do not approve in this manner. He's not a nice man. He's not nice. And he belongs in a ward. And he does not deserve an award. He belongs in a ward. He deserves an award for the biggest cornholio. This is it. This is all. This is the only award he gets.
Oh god, there's so many of these. We'll see. What's
Hey babe.
What?
Do you want me to get a mirror so you can see all of your handsomeness?
Sure.
I almost messed up your Superman curl.
My Superman girl. A lot of these are just...
Okay.
Let's...
Take a look. Tell me what you think.
I can't see. I can't keep moving. But, I can't.
Okay, you hold it. Do you like it?
Yips.
Yips.
If you want, you can shave my face.
You want me to shave your face?
I've been growing out this beard on quotes for a couple months.
How about if I just groom it all up and even it?
Okay, that's good.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Alright. Let's look at more of these horrible people.
So, I have actually gotten you a beard and mustache grooming kit with little scissors and a little comb, specifically for your beard and mustache. You don't know why I love this so much. Look at how. Look. So. Is my recording still on?